Hello there. Hello. How's everybody doing today? It's so good to see everyone live. Oh man, it's been... Hello everybody. General Kenobi. Oh man, it's so good to see all you guys. Hello. Wow. I was actually getting so nervous as the deadline was coming up. I've done this before, but man, it's been so long. I was even though I've done this before, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh man. Well, I guess we should get started. My name is Gruff Donaar, and I'm currently sending you this transmission aboard my ship, the Twilight Saber. I'm a bounty hunter, but bounty hunting isn't a fun job. It can be hard work a lot, and quite stressful. But I do take pleasure in it, and I like to I like to play games in my spare time. And so I thought, you know, why don't I do this in my spare time? You know, why don't I stream and make some friends, you know, play games and stream in my spare time as a bounty hunter, you know? Oh man, so good to see everybody. But let me go ahead and pull stuff up that I honestly should have had pulled up already, but that's fine. We're just going to pull up everything I'm gonna need for the stream. Let me know if the music is too high or if it's too low. Let me know if I'm too high or anything like that. Yes, yes, Bounty Hunter's got a game. We gotta keep up our, skills. All of that. I'm just pulling up stuff here. Awesome, great. Everything sounds good. That KD ratio for real. Gotta keep all of that up. Almost done. Alright, let's get this on here. Thank you. The voice sounds really cool. Yeah, I was looking for some way to, you know, do my helmet. I'm glad that y'all like it. Alright, make sure the right thing is on screen. Here we are. So, we should be getting started. And while I'm going through all this, I guess y'all can tell me if you have any questions. But we're just gonna get started. Oh shoot. Let me make sure everything's right. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so who is Gruff Donaar? Well, I don't even know why I put that up there. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Fears! Yes, fears. Alright. Now we're cooking with gas. My name is Gruff. Donaar. That is my name. Very, very simple name. My birthday is March the 31st. Is that the fear you instill in others? We're gonna be going over my fears. I'm not gonna be going too specific because, I don't want, I'm a bounty hunter. I go along and, I pick up the galaxy's scummiest criminals to, take them to jail and all that. So, realistically, I have enemies, so I don't want to, give them too much, I don't want to let them know what my real fears are, so I'm going to be giving, kind of being broad, be broad with what my fears are. Don't want to give too much away. But before we get to that, my favorite color, if you can't tell, it's blue. Oh, we're gonna arrest David? Mr. David? Yes, David. If there's a high enough price, if the credits are high enough, I will be arresting David in chat. So, David, don't go out causing too much trouble, alright? Keep to yourself and, we won't have any issues. But yes, my favorite color is blue. My favorite color used to be green. When I would play, like, racing games and everything, I would always make my car green. And I guess that's what made me think that was my favorite color. Because I would always make stuff green. But blue just goes, along with everything so much easier, I feel. Kind of like black, it goes with a lot of stuff. Cobalt? Well, cobalt is just another shade of blue, so... So, in a sense, yeah, cobalt is still my favorite color. I'm not, like, married to a very specific shade of blue, but, I just like blue in general. And, especially for my armor, because, my armor is blue, but it's not too, what's the word? It doesn't draw too much attention in the dark, because I like to sneak around and stuff, so I don't want my, armor to be too bright. And you might think that with this helmet, I draw too much attention, but don't worry, this helmet, it doesn't, like, reflect too much in the dark. But anyways, moving on. My favorite food is... chicken spaghetti. Chicken spaghetti. Chicken spaghetti, for those of you who don't know, because I've met a surprising amount of people who don't know what chicken spaghetti is. Chicken spaghetti is, I'll just tell you the way my mamaw makes it, because my mamaw makes some really good chicken spaghetti. Chicken spaghetti, so she starts with boiling a chicken. She boils the chicken, yes, some people have not heard of chicken spaghetti. So my mama, she starts off boiling the chicken, and once the chicken is properly boiled, she doesn't throw away the water. She saves that, and she uses that water that she used to boil the chicken as broth to put the spaghetti in. So she boils the spaghetti with the broth that she used to boil the chicken with, so it has that chicken flavor infused in the spaghetti. Oh, Nada, awesome to see you drop by. Good to see you, yeah. Chicken spaghetti is amazing. Love chicken spaghetti. But that's not it. Once the chicken and spaghetti are properly made, she throws in some Velveeta cheese. Velveeta, for those of you who don't know, because again, I've met a lot of people who don't know what Velveeta is, which is fair enough. Velveeta is like a cheese that you like melt, specifically made for melting and throwing in like pasta and stuff, and like macaroni and cheese. She throws that in. She throws cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, a bunch of stuff like that. And if you want to, you can put in some ragu. No, not ragu. Diced tomatoes, some olives if you want, maybe some mushrooms. That's up to you. That's like extra stuff. But the main stuff is the boiled chicken. Boil the spaghetti in the chicken broth. Velveeta cheese, cream of chicken, cream of mushroom. And yeah. Broth is just meat tea. That reminds me of this time. I'm sure that some of y'all might have seen this. There was this this thing on the web I saw where if someone hated a particular person, he had ice cubes saved in his freezer. The ice cubes were made out of water that he had used to boil hot dogs. So these ice cubes just tasted like hot dog wiener, and it's like that, the worst. If you've ever had that kind of water, it is the worst, terrible. It's worse than dog water. I would rather drink dog water. It is honestly that bad. Mama, she is not a bounty hunter, but she did used to work for the government, and I would imagine she knows stuff we're not supposed to know. But we're not going to talk about that because I don't want to don't want to go too far that direction. Yes, Red, it is very disgusting. But anyways, moving on to likes. So what are some things that I like? Well, one thing I love is being social. I love to be social. It is whatever activity I could do with other people, I love to do. I very much love being social. What else? I like food, so we'll just say food. Love food. I love swimming. Swimming is fun. Swimming is like my favorite. Oh, what the heck? Swimming is my favorite activity. I love swimming. Swimming is so much fun. What are some other things that I like? So this one I don't think is very popular because a lot of people say they like to do this, but when they actually start, they realize that they don't like to do it. I love this one. I'm going to put this one down here because it's a long one. Actually, I can shorten it. Discussion. I love discussion. Discussion on like media or anything really. I love it. Drowning is Pog. That's your opinion, my guy. You can keep that opinion. But I love discussion. Discussing media specifically, I love it. I crave it. But a lot of people, they don't like to discuss media a lot specifically because they're just not that interested in it. Because when you tell them discussing it, they think, oh, like just talking about it in broad terms. Whatever. Did you like it? Did you not like it? You know, whatever. But I like to get into the meat and bones of it, like the meat and potatoes, as you Earthlings say. He craves it more than a mouse craves cheddar. Father, I crave cheddar. But yes, I love really getting into the down in the details, getting into the lore. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Let me see here. Before I forget about it, because I almost forgot about it. It almost slipped my mind just now. I like to imitate voices. That's something I like to do. Y'all might see me doing that more later. But, and there was one last thing. What was it? love being social, like eating, swimming, like doing voices, discussing stuff. Oh, I love lore. Real life lore is okay. I've never been too interested in real life lore, although I do enjoy history. You know, do love enjoying history. Yeah, chat is very delayed. Not sure how to fix that. I think I'll have to fix that in the future. Yeah, nothing I can do about that right now, but sorry about that. We'll get that fixed up as soon as we can. But I love lore in stories. Lore is so good. I love lore so much. I eat that up like it's dinner. Oh yeah, learning more of the Gruff lore, the intricate Gruff lore, yes. Learning more of Gruff lore. Dislikes. So, your handwriting is far more legible than mine. My handwriting is actually not so good right now because, I'm writing this on a tablet and I don't have my, glove that I use to write on this tablet, like most times. So I'm using a winter glove, and therefore my pen that I'm using has buttons on it, but I don't want to accidentally press the buttons. So I have my winter glove clothed hand at the very tip of the pen, writing very not as good as I usually do. So this is not my best handwriting. But anyways, dislikes. I guess would just be my pet peeves. I hate when people interrupt. Chat doesn't really have to worry about it because y'all are chat, you know. I can read you whenever I want. I can totally ignore you. But y'all don't have to worry about that. But when I'm talking with people and they just interrupt you like over and over and over, because interrupting one time, that's different. Because, you know, maybe they have to oh yeah, the helmet is blocking some of my sight. That's right. But when they interrupt you like a bunch, like I can understand interrupting once because they have a point that they don't want to forget, or they've been trying to get into the conversation for a while now and they feel like they just have to interrupt to get in there, which is fine. But interrupting over and over and over and over again is just, that's tedious and I hate it. What else do I not like? I dislike... I feel like I keep seeing something appear on my screen, but every time I look, it's gone. I can't tell what that is. Have y'all been seeing that? Am I seeing things? Anyway. See here. Yeah, I don't know. But, I lost my train of thought. Huh. Lost my train of thought terribly. The aliens, maybe. They're trying to slice into my console. I think I'm seeing... I think when the chat moves out of the corner of my eye, my brain tricks my sight into thinking I'm seeing something different. So when I look over there, it's gone. But whatever, I gotta keep on moving on. I'm spending a lot of time on this first slide. Interruptions, yeah. I had like a list. I should have made a list that of stuff so I didn't have to remember it like I'm struggling to do now. Hello, Crab. Good to see you. Maybe we'll come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this so I can write down more stuff I dislike as I go on because, oh, he's been here for a while. Good to see you, though. But let's move on to fears. Fears. So I don't want to give my fears away to my enemies, so I don't want to be too specific. But let's just go with a big one. I do not want to go to hell. So, even if you don't believe in a in a literal hell. Just the idea of it, like you are constantly in the most you're constantly in the most agonizing pain for all of eternity, and you are forever alone. That is probably the worst fate I could ever think of. I can't think of a worse fate. That's a terrible fate. Yes, the Doomslayer is a hero of mine because he destroys hell, so that's a good in my book. That's a plus. So let's see here. Can't hang out after death? Guess not. If you're going to hell, I can't meet you there, sorry. But Megan was kind of onto something. $10 at spiders. I don't know. I was gonna say insects or bugs, but it's very specific bugs that I don't like. Let me write it this way. Annoying bugs. Okay, so I do not care about bugs. TBH, I do not care. However, if they're like getting in my face, like this morning there was a gnat and it kept getting in my face, I hate those bugs. Any bugs that want to crawl on you, despise them. I strongly despise them. Cockroaches, centipedes, you know, stuff like that. I hate them. They're awful. I'm okay with spiders as long as they're not the deadly spiders. They're just the ones that hang out in your house and eat your bugs for you so that you have less bugs. I like those spiders. Those are great. Infinite depth and darkness. See, yeah, that's basically what hell is. Infinite depth and dark. It's dark, but there's also fire. It's both. It's the worst thing ever. If you turn a roach over, they're not that. Megan, do you want to get banned? Do you want to get banned right now on my first stream? Is that what you want? No, we're not going to ban anyone today. Hopefully not. But let's go ahead and oh, Narath, he's a demon. Narath is one of the cool demons though. He rigged this model, so he's one of the cool demons. We'll leave him alone. He's hopefully not suffering for all eternity. But there was another one. What was it? Hell, annoying bugs. What was the other one? I feel like there was another one. Ban any percent run, Megan wins. Bro. Oh yeah, I remember. Being alone. I hate that. That's another kind of agonizing fate that I just hate. I hate that. That's terrible. Megan's about to feel it in a minute. Hate that. I hate feeling it. I think it's because I'm a social creature. I'm very outgoing, and I do not like to have that feeling of being alone. So, we're going to Adeptus. I don't see a reason to ban Adeptus. They're not as cunning and scheming as Megan is proving themselves to be. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on to my signature. Let me see here. That's an R. You didn't see that. No one saw anything. Yeah, that's my signature. It's great. Don't y'all love my signature? Isn't it like elegant and yeah. Anyways, moving on. So, before we get to the people who helped make this stream a reality, I want to thank Koroman, because Koroman came up with the concept art for this armor. This is the first, what you're seeing here on the left, this is the first ever illustration of this armor. This is the beginning of it. and Koromon was very influential in that, and I'm very happy for their concept art. There's some other art that you can see here on the right that they have done. The one on the bottom right, that's their profile picture that they have currently on Twitter. If you like them, go ahead and follow them. They're at Koromon. I think it's just called Koro for short. But thank you so much, Koromon, for that concept art. Really appreciate it. Very cool. Love it. It was awesome. Moving on next. The people who made my models. So, my model was made by Evok Studios. Very, very, very talented group. They're actually a studio, like a group of artists that make these. They're very good at what they do. They very, very talented artists over there. Like I would tell you to go follow them, even if you're not gonna make a VTuber, because they just put out really good art. Very, very excellent artists over there. Really like them. Thank you so much, Evok, for all of your amazing work. Thank you so much. And look who it is. Mr. Nadath himself, who's in chat. Very, very nice person. They were able to get the rigging done on this model, which they did a very good job. I can move around. This is all the stuff I can do while moving around. They did a very good job. And they were very patient with me, I think, because I had a lot of nitpicks on the rigging. So I thank them for that as well. Very awesome, Nadath. And it's good to see you, Nadath, in the chat. You did an amazing job. Thank you so much. And now, the music. Yes, the music that you're hearing right now, it is called Twilight Sonata. Oh yes, I do have legs. We will be getting to looking at the model later on. I'll be... You know what? Why don't we do that right now? Well, I have y'all right here. We're going to... Alright. Alright, so let me go ahead and show y'all my model here. Let me go up here. Hold on. Hello there. There is... So, let's just go here. Look at this. Got some cool boots. I really like these boots. I wanted to go for the commando style boots. I really like them. Got some very cool armor here. I love the wear, because that's the thing. When you buy armor, it has that new look. That's actually a not a good look that you want to have, because it looks, yeah, it's nice. It looks new. It's all shiny and stuff, but I prefer, you know, having a little bit of wear and tear on your armor. I think it looks better that way. Moving on, you have my hands, my gloves. My holster there, but I usually have something on my holster, but not today because I'm streaming. Got some pouches for my miscellaneous gadgets. My chest plate. It's more than one piece actually, just so I can move. And my helmet here. And let me, you all can see me in full. And I can move around like this, thanks to Nadath. Isn't this great? What are in the pouches? So the pouches, these pouches actually carry like miscellaneous stuff. Things like grenades, those will be hooked onto like my belt. But I don't have them right now because I'm streaming and I don't want to blow up accidentally. I might put some rations in there, first aid. Gummy worms, not particularly all the time, but you know, that's an interesting suggestion there. But yeah, nice pouches I have here. And yeah, just being able to move is very nice and smooth, thanks to Donaar. He did an amazing job. And thank you to Evox Studios for giving me this amazing model. Absolutely love it. The armor is amazing. Thank you so much. The gummy worms are good for morale in the field. Possibly. Maybe someone can do a study on that. Study on the effect of gummy worms in the field. Anyway, we can go ahead and go back here and talk about Mr. Shimshon the Gadite. Mr. Shimshon is the one who made this music. Oh, a wrist blaster? I don't have that one right now. I'd much prefer to use just a normal pistol because it's a lot easier to aim. Wrist blasters can be they're cool. Like, don't get me wrong, they have an amazing cool factor, but you know they're not as easy to aim. Let me put it this way: if you can pull off having a wrist blaster, you're like god tier. Oh, this the intro music? Yes, this is the same song I was playing in the intro as well, but not off. Are you talking about the was there a countdown to the stream? Because if there was, that wasn't me. That was just YouTube, or that wasn't Shimshon. That was just YouTube in general. They do that. I don't know if that was there, but yeah, that was Mr. Shimshon. Jackson, amazing to see you. But yes, Mr. Shimshon the Gadite did an amazing job on this song, Twilight Sonata. I really enjoy it, this song. Very nice. Really like it. I do feel a little bit bad because I was kind of hounding him on the drums and choir in this song. I wanted to be very specific, and originally this song was gonna have like breakbeat and stuff, but I felt like it got too grating when listening to it on a loop, so I ended up asking him to scrap that, and we went with this slower drum beat in the end. I'm glad you guys like it. But yes, thank you so much, Shimshon. Very cool. Alright, my goals. I do have some goals that I want to fulfill. So my first goal, I want to become Fumo. I want to become a marketable plushie. That is my first goal. That, like, when I think of my goals, that's the first one I think of. I want to become a marketable Fumo plushie that you can take home with you and just have. Yes, become Fumo. That is my goal. And if I can do that and like people buy it, then I would have considered this whole ordeal or this whole adventure a success. So, that being said, I do want to get back into art as well, because I have not done a lot of art. I used to do a lot of art, and I don't do it that much right now. So if I can actually use this like streaming to do more of that, I would actually really like that. I also wanted to get back into singing because I planned to sing something tonight, but I'm actually not going to do it because for two reasons. One, my voice is not what it used to be. Two, This microphone is not the best for singing. Like, I sing very loud. People who know me can attest, I sing very loud. And when I sing loud next to this mic, even though I'm not like standing right up to it, it gets very bad. Like, the audio gets very bad. So once I figure that out, maybe y'all can catch me singing on stream. But another thing, I probably wouldn't be able to sing with this helmet on, right? I think that would be very bad if I sang with this helmet on with this, because it makes my voice a certain way that I don't think would be too enjoyable. Madame Butterfly, Rigoletto. Yes, I would not. I don't think I'd be able to sing those songs. I don't think I'd be able to sing Ave Maria very well with this mask on, don't you guys think? Let me go ahead and take it off real quick. I can take off this helmet. Give me one sec. Let me take off the helmet. Oh. I meant to show this first, but y'all already saw it. Hello. Handsome. I don't know about that, but oh man, I'm glad you guys like this this model. David, watch this. I can pog. My brother in Christ. Look, I can show him with my teeth. Look. I can pog, yes. But I guess I should continue with this stream without the helmet on, because you can hear me a lot better this way, right? My voice is a lot clearer. And in the future, when I want to sing, I'll sing without the helmet on, because then y'all don't have to worry about that that helmet voice. My man got the pearls. Oh, stop. No, I don't. Physically, I'm in bed. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, mentally, I'm in the solar system. Physically, I am in my house. But mentally, I'm not in my house. Yeah, it's because the voice that I want the helmet off it. You guys are funny. I feel like the Robo Voice karaoke would be a great stream. You know what? I could probably like take the helmet off when I want to have my voice be, you know, crisp and easy to understand. But when I'm like playing in a song, if I want it to be, you know, not that, I could put the helmet back on. But anyways, let me go back to these here. Yes, these are my goals. New meteor. New meteor. What was he gonna say? I don't know. Anyway. On to the next slide. Oh, my interests. So this one, oh, I'm actually kind of in the way here. Let me. So this one, I actually had a little bit of little bit of trouble coming up with all this stuff because I feel like it's hard to really box in my interests. So I just I just went with stuff that has really like defined my life and stuff that I really feel has Leonardo DiCaprio point. What? That's Thanos. He was like a brother to me. Oh man, Crab, what a legend. We'll all remember Crab. He died as he lived. But my interests, so games, you know, those of you who know it, you know I gotta say it immediately. Sonic Adventure 2. Goated. Certified goated. It's been researched and studied. It is goated. Imagine having to write all this on a tablet. I don't have to imagine. Sonic Adventure 2. Certified GOAT. Certified greatest of all time. GOAT. I still play that game to this day. 20 years, over 20 years later. Because that's like, okay, so when a game that will keep me coming back is a game that can consistently offer challenge. And that game challenges me every time. And it's good challenge. It's challenge that feels fair most of the time. it still has some old school jank, like, but really it's just every now and then the camera will get stuck on something. That's not gonna happen to you a lot of the time. Most of the time the game's just gonna function like normal, but because people, I don't know, they're not used to old games anymore, so they encounter one glitch and they're like, oh, it's a broken mess, it's terrible, throw it into the fire. No, it's not like that at all. The game is great, and I'll probably be able to show you guys why in a later stream. Old school jank is just a factor to manipulate in the game. Exactly. A lot of people, there's a very negative connotation when it comes to old school jank. And the next example I have here, Metal Gear Solid, is a great example. Metal Gear Solid does not have traditional controllers. Didn't miss just because my man preaching. Exactly. This is why you come to my streams. I preach the word. I preach the truth. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid, as an old game, it doesn't have traditional controls. The controls that it uses are not what are traditionally used in any games. I don't know any other game other than Metal Gear Solid that like makes you shoot with one of the face buttons, that actually makes you stop moving when you shoot. A game that makes you aim with the left stick. But because of that, what does the word say? He said beast! 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 But because of that quote-unquote old school jank, that game is a bop. That game is also a certified GOAT. Peak. You cannot change my mind on this. Metal Gear Solid. So, Sonic Adventure 2 is my favorite game. Metal Gear Solid, the series, is my favorite series ever. And probably the biggest reason why is because that game proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that you don't have to trade gameplay for story, and you don't need to trade story for gameplay. You can have both, and it could be the greatest of all time. It is amazing, and I love it. Every person will be free to control their own jank jack. Every person will be free to control their own jank jack.
Oh man. The next one is Twilight Princess. My favorite Zelda game. That is my absolute favorite Zelda game. Because like Metal Gear Solid, it has both good gameplay and good story. I do think that the combat is pretty... The combat's not great. Let's be honest, the combat in that game is not great. I wish that Nintendo would do a complete remake with better combat. Like, if they replaced the combat with Breath of the Wild combat, I would be on board. I would love that game. It would improve. It would only improve the game. The game is so much better with that. Also, make the the secret sword techniques, make those obligatory. Like, you have to learn them to proceed. But not to go on too much of a Twilight Princess tangent. But yes, those are the things I would do to improve Twilight Princess. I really gotta keep on. I really gotta hurry this up. I'm spending so much time on each topic. So many dungeons and items in Twilight Princess. Yes, the dungeons are so immersive. Like, one thing. So I have a hot take. My favorite soundtrack in the Zelda series is the Twilight Princess soundtrack, and it's not because that's my favorite game in the series. It's because every soundtrack in that game sounds like it belongs to that specific locale, wherever it plays. Like the Forest Temple specifically comes to mind a lot. The Forest Temple, hidden Farron Woods, those are so immersive. Like, when I listen to those tracks on their own without the ambiance of the level, it feels wrong, because the ambiance and the music gel together so well. Texan, we need to get you to play Twilight Princess. That is like one of my goals in life. I should have put that here on this slide. This slide right here, I should have put that there. Because that's like one of my goals, to have you play that game. It is amazing. Moving on, there's Splinter Cell. Oh, so here's another thing. I should probably say this right now. I love stealth games. Midna's Lament made my 11-year-old self be on the verge of tears. Exactly. Y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gonna make me go on this whole Twilight Princess rant. Like, ooh. I gotta move on. Splinter Cell. I love stealth games. They're my favorite game. SSX Tricky. I love that game so much. I'm trying to 100% it because it's so much fun. Back take. Man. The lore. The lore. Metro. Metro, the horror series. Metro 2033, Last Light, and Exodus. I actually have not played Exodus a lot. I played a bunch of hours of it, but I only got past the first area, which, if I am remembering correctly, that's only like 25% through the game. So maybe I could play that later, but the reason I stopped playing was because I wanted to get a more powerful PC before I can play that more. Not that I need to. My computer can run it just fine, but I want to play that game with RTX, alright? Like, I want to play that game the best way I can. So that's why I stopped. Twilight Princess channel confirmed. Yeah, this is gonna be Twilight Princess Central. I'm changing. This is my first stream, but I'm already changing my branding. This is Twilight Princess Central. I am going to make my VTuber model Midna. I'm just gonna be a Midna cosplayer. Sorry, Nodoth, for making you rig all this, and Evox Studios for making you draw all this. It was only going to be used for one stream only, and I'm going to be moving on to being Midna now. Yeah. Thank you for coming to my stream. Metro, Halo, just shooters in general. I love shooters. They're the genre I feel allows the player the most... well, actually, let me rephrase that. I was gonna say they allow the player most control, but I don't think that's true. I don't think first-person shooters inherently allow people the most control. I think it allows for the most familiar control, because everyone knows about moving with your eyes, looking around with your eyes in your head, and seeing stuff, picking it up, looking at things. And I think we all, to an extent, know how to shoot a gun. I love shooters. Yes, I absolutely love shooters. Borderlands, I've never played Borderlands. I would be willing to give it a shot. I'll be completely honest. I haven't exactly heard a lot of glowing reviews for Borderlands. Not just the third one, like the most new one. Even for the first two, I've heard that those are like okay. They're basically looter shooters, right? If I could get like a posse, a gang, a group, a clan to play Borderlands with, I would honestly love to play Borderlands. Because that's the thing, is like, if it's just a looter shooter where you just play to earn more loot, and then you use that loot to play and earn more loot, not too big into those, but I'd be willing to try it out, to be honest. Moving on, Black Mesa is a really good game. I'm definitely going to play that on stream one day. I'm probably going to want to play the Half-Life games in the order that they came out in, so that would be Half-Life 1, maybe the expansions to that game. Half-Life 2, Episode 1, Episode 2, and then Black Mesa. Maybe one day I'll get a VR headset and we'll play Alex. But, love that. Resident Evil. This is probably one you're gonna see soon. I've only played... Okay, so people might get mad at me for this. I skipped Resident Evil 1. And, oh, Metroid. Yes, we'll get to Metroid. I skipped Resident Evil 1. Not that I didn't try. I tried so hard to get into Resident Evil 1, but it was just... Oh, I think it's the... I don't like... I just didn't like the gameplay. I'm sorry. I tried it. I tried so hard. I played that game for so many hours, and I couldn't get into the gameplay. I was not having fun. It was definitely scary, which I loved. I loved the scary creepiness of it. But the gameplay was not hooking me. But I loved it so much so around that I watched a movie of Resident Evil 1 and skipped that. And then I played Resident Evil 2, the remake. And, ooh boy, that game is amazing. I love that game. I haven't 100%ed it. I've played all the scenarios, but I haven't 100%ed it. Maybe one day I'll replay that game on stream because I love it so much. Wow, that was just all one like thing of games. I gotta hurry. Anime, movies, and TV. So if you haven't figured it out already, I'm a big fan of Star Wars. I love Star Wars. I grew up with it. Love the lore of Star Wars. I love the characters, the world, the aesthetic. The aesthetic, probably the best aesthetic ever. I'm gonna go and say it. Best aesthetic ever. Sci-fi. When it comes to sci-fi, I should put an asterisk on that. When it comes to sci-fi, I think Star Wars has the best aesthetic. But before I forget, Metroid, because I believe it was Nara who mentioned Metroid. Yes, I love Metroid. I've played Metroid Prime. I've actually played all the games, but I've only finished one, which is kind of pathetic. So I think I'm gonna try and play those games on stream. That's like another goal of mine. I want to play all of the Metroid Prime, or not just the Metroid Prime games, all the Metroid games, period, on stream. I've actually unintentionally held off on playing Metroid Dread. So when it comes to it, you guys will be able to see a blind playthrough of Metroid Dread when it comes to it. There will be a time, and when that time comes, I hope y'all are ready for it. I hope I'm ready for it. I've heard legends about that game. It's scary and stuff. So anyways, Star Wars Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell is pretty goated. Pretty goated. I love Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell has amazing potential, and I feel like it hasn't reached the full potential it has. Strictly because it keeps going on like different like timelines or something. I think if they just focused, hard focused, they can make it so much better than what it is. Don't get me wrong, it's God tier. Not to put it down or anything. It is probably one of the greatest animes out there. I haven't been able to read the manga yet, but just judging by the movies and the anime, it is God tier. Death Note, God tier. Beastars. Okay, so Beastars. Good to see you, David. Thanks for dropping by. Hope to see you later. You have a wonderful day. Beastars. So, my brother and I. It was like, I want to say it was 8 o'clock or something at night, and we were just like, hey, you want to watch something on Netflix real quick? And I was like, okay, fine. And we see Beastars on Netflix, and I remember being like, oh, thank God that guy's gone. I don't know anything about that. Anyways, moving on. Beastars, we were like, oh, we've heard that's getting popular. I don't really know why. I don't know anything about it. Let's go ahead and watch it. Let's see what it's all about. And then we binged the whole thing. We binged the whole thing in one night. In one night, we binged the whole thing. We binged that anime all in one. We did not plan it. We did not go into that anime wanting to binge the whole thing, but we did it. Because that anime, it hooked us. It absolutely hooked us. And the next day, I watched it again. I binged it the whole thing through again, twice. That's 2 times. This time in English, and I bought the manga and I imported the soundtrack on a hard disk copy because I love to get hard discs instead of digital copies. I loved it that much. It had left that much of an impression on me, and so I love Beastars. It's really good. What else? 24. 24 is a great one. I love, simply based on the concept, I love 24. The whole, like, each episode is 1 hour, and there are 24 episodes in every season. So each season is following along the characters in real time for 24 hours straight, no cuts. Except for commercials, of course, but, like, that's just an amazing concept, and I love that. Monk. So, I kind of put Monk... Like, do y'all remember Monk? Y'all remember that? I put Monk on there, like... I guess as a consolation, because I haven't watched Monk in years, but when I was a kid, I watched Monk like no other, bro. I knew the Monk lore. I knew the Monk lore. The Monk lore. The Monk lore. Oh my gosh. I had to wipe my face. So maybe one day I'll watch that again. That would be pretty great. Avatar, goated. Watamote. Okay, I don't think Watamote is ever coming back, but if it did, I would watch it. I would watch it so much. That's another anime that I watched not thinking I was gonna binge it, and then I did. I binged all of Watamote in my bed, watching it on my phone. I binged all the episodes in one night, stayed up until 4 a.m. watching it, and then I cried myself to sleep. That anime left an impression on me. I'm reading the manga right now, but oh man, the thing about sometimes I fall off a manga for so long, and with Watamote, I need to like go back several volumes to like recoup all my thoughts and all the characters and their motivations and arcs to re-figure out what's going on. And I just realized my logo is kind of blocking the thing. Hold on. Sorry. Alright. Demon Slayer, I'm loving that. The art, story, voice acting, everything about that is just amazing. Attack on Titan, loving that too. I'm scared. I am so scared because I've heard the ending is terrible, and I don't need another amazing TV show with a terrible ending. I think we've had enough of that. Why can't they stop doing this? Why can't they stop hurting us? Moving on. Music. So this is another one where... Excuse me. Alright. This is another one where... Oh yeah, no spoilers. I don't know anything about Attack on Titan. The spoilers. So, because I've been staying away. But yeah, I don't know anything about it. So you're not going to get any spoilers from me. I am very sensitive to spoilers. I would... Didn't know it was going to get political. I would never spoil something. If I spoil stuff by accident, I actually feel bad. I avoid spoiling stuff. I don't spoil Star Wars for people. And that came out 50 years ago. I am very anal when it comes to spoilers. You don't have to worry about that with me. But anyways, moving on to music. Again, with the music, I don't have favorite music. But I do know what influenced me. He will shoot me for sharing a trailer. If that trailer has spoilers in the thumbnail, please, you know, like, cover up the thumbnail. And as long as you, like, tell people, hey, there's spoilers in this trailer, I don't, and so therefore people are warned, I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. But yeah. I will shoot you. I will shoot you. Moving on. So music, this is, I chose to go with stuff that is not necessarily my favorite, but this is like getting shot. This is stuff that influenced me growing up. These are like the greatest influencers. So first up, DC Talk. DC Talk. Not a band a lot of people have heard of, but so up front, they are a Christian band, and a lot of people, you know, they get, I feel like a lot of people get worried about that. Like, they don't want to listen to that because it's Christian, but I think that you can listen to it and appreciate just the musical quality. It is so goated. Crush 40 got that sonic music. They are a zeitgeist. They are a whirlwind, and I absolutely love it. Red, House of Heroes, the Beatles, all of these people are goated. I'm not going to talk as much about these because it's music, and I'm not as well versed in music when it comes to, like, jargon and technical stuff. But I highly enjoy these, and I highly recommend these for everyone. Amon Tobin, Amon Tobin was a huge influence. Even though I only started listening to him seriously a couple years ago, I didn't realize that I was on my way to get the 7 rings for real. Exactly. Even though I didn't start listening to Amon Tobin like until a few years ago, I realized that I had been listening to him for many years before that. I didn't even know it. On top of that, there's Disciple and Linkin Park. Everybody knows Linkin Park. I find myself, when I listen to music, I listen to soundtracks most of the time nowadays. Soundtracks are what make up the bulk of my listening lately. Rock and metal, industrial, breakbeat, mixing genres. If you mix genres, I love you. Mixing genres, I feel like that doesn't happen a whole lot nowadays. I don't know if that's just me and my perspective. Like, I haven't just seen it a lot, but I love that. And I put etc. here because I like a whole lot of stuff. If I listed everything, we would be here forever, so I'm just going to move on. books, manga, and comics. So I grew up reading the Narnia books. I read those when I was a kid. When I those were books that I was really into when I was a kid, and strangely enough, I never read the last one. So maybe, I don't know. Would y'all like have a book read on stream? Because I thought about that. I could read The Hobbit, because that's what I'm reading right now is The Hobbit. So maybe I could read The Hobbit. I can reread Narnia, to be honest, because I haven't read those since middle school. So I could reread those. The Halo books, Beastars again, because I'm reading just so you can finish the last book. Okay, this will be a thing, I guess. One of these days, I'll just start reading on stream. Really interesting to some people, yeah. I don't think there's any legal stuff I have to get into, because like people have read books completely on videos. Like they'll just record themselves and post it on YouTube, and it's like hours long, but I'm okay with that, to be honest. So if there's no legal stuff to get into, I think it's fine. Yeah, free reign. So yeah. J.R.R. Tolkien, because I'm just trying to get into Tolkien more. Because Tolkien, before this, I didn't put Tolkien, I put Lord of the Rings, and then I realized, wait a minute, that's stupid, because Tolkien wrote a lot more than just Lord of the Rings. He wrote so much stuff, it's honestly ridiculous. So, just trying to get into Tolkien right now. But stuff I grew up with, that's Narnia, Batman, Spider-Man, Series of Unfortunate Events. Those are the books I grew up with. I love those books. Those are awesome. Watamote, yeah, I'm still trying to read that. Bleach, I fell off of Bleach, but it influenced me a lot. Art-wise, when it comes to art, I think Bleach is probably my single most greatest influence on my art. If you look at the art of Bleach and you look at my arts, which I don't think I'll be showing today, but hopefully I'll get back into art. New season, yeah. Bleach, I fell off of it right before the Ukiura fight. For those of you who know what that is, I don't think I'm ever gonna get back into it, to be honest. I've kind of lost interest. But the art that what's going on? What's going on in the chat? The art is probably Yo, Megan, you okay? Is it because I didn't see the Ukiura fight? The what was it called? It was something in Spanish, the something arc. Oh man. But the art style will always be an influence on me, because the art style, even though it like has that meme where all the characters are like 14 but they don't look like it at all, I still very much enjoy the art style of Tite Kobe, was that his name? Tite Kobe? The Espada arc. Maybe I'll finish that arc. I'll just finish that arc and that'll be my ending to Bleach, because I've heard that Bleach just kept on going and it went for too long. But oh yeah, Tite Kubo, that's what it was. Not Tite. Tite. Wait, no, it was Tite. Tite Kubo. Yes, Tite Kobe. Kobe? Kubo? One of those. Yes, the characters were very memorable. The art was unforgettable. I just enjoyed it so much art-wise, and that's been my single greatest influence art-wise. Art and lore books. I really enjoy art and lore. Like I said earlier, I love lore, so I buy art and lore books because I enjoy that stuff so much. Series of Unfortunate Events. I loved Series of Unfortunate Events. That's another one I haven't read since middle school. It's been a really long time. Fun fact. I once tried to write my own story, but it fell apart due to plot holes and lack of planning, etc. Yeah, I tried to write my own story one time. It was called Warp, W-A-R-P, Warp. And it fell apart because the genius that I am, I decided, oh, I'm gonna make a story about time travel as my first ever foray into fictional writing. That was not a good idea at all. When I started thinking about what I was doing, I was like, wait a minute, this falls apart. And so that has been put on an indefinite hold. I don't know if I'll ever go back to that. I was thinking about it earlier, and I think it was either last night or the night before last, and I could pick it up, but it would be in a completely different way. I would have to change which one of the characters was the main character. It would not be a written story, it would be a video game, and it would change genre. It would actually be more akin to Metal Gear Rising, to be honest. But that's a whole other thing, a whole other topic, so I think I'm just gonna move on. Alright, we're getting back to, here, standing here. I realize. Oh my god. Dank Ferric. Art hashtag is gonna be Donart. So, I'm not, what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm not, excuse me one sec. So I'm not under the impression that I'm just gonna start getting art everywhere, willy-nilly. This is just in case I start getting art. Because, for one thing, armor is very hard to draw. I'm not under the impression that it's not. Yeah, that's just there. Because I felt like I should have it. Just because it's like one of the boxes to check off. Oh, have a good night, Adeptus. Very nice to see you. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful day. Texan's gonna own that hashtag? Do me a favor, Pog, and hold it for 5 seconds. I got you on that art tag. Okay, alright, let's go. Pog. How's that? Is that good enough? Let me know if I need to do anything else. Actually, let me get you a better version of that. Here. This is higher resolution. Ready? 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 Pog! High-res Pog. That's right. Quality. Quality. And yeah, quality. Anyways, Donart is the art tag. I just felt like I had to have an art tag to check that off the list. Oh my goodness, what is this? I opened some menus that I didn't mean to, but anyways. Fan name. I couldn't think of a fan name that wasn't cringe. It needs to not be cringe, and it needs to not be copyright. So we can't go with like Padawans or younglings or foundlings or anything like that, because not only is it cringe, it's probably copyright. So I don't want to tangle with the mouse. You understand me? I don't want to do that. So we got to come up with a fan name. What do I call you guys? I don't want to just call you. I thought maybe going with bounties, but that makes you sound like the bad guys. Like you guys are the bounties that I'm hunting, so I don't want to go with that. So we're not gonna have that. Hold on. There we go. Let's see here. Dude comes to kill us. I'm sure chat wouldn't mind. I don't want to kill you guys, because then who would watch my streams? Bad guys. Lol, I just realized it also means that, yeah. Yeah, that was like my first thought. I was like, You can do bounties, but then that makes you sound like bad guys, so, I could just call you the Hunters or the Bounty Hunters, but that's kind of wordy, you know what I mean? This is a hard one. I can't think of anything. Space junk. Oh, what about scum? You know, like you're scum. Hunters, space junk. I don't want to call you guys junkies because then you sound like drug-ridden junkies. You guys are like addicted to Adderall or something. You guys are addicted to the death sticks. That what you guys are addicted to, huh? Death sticks? You need to go home and rethink your life, alright? That's what you need to do. You need to go home and rethink your life. What do we do? There's space junk, hunters, space debris. I don't know about how I feel about calling you guys debris. Because it needs to have, like, I don't know. The clones? That's not bad. I'm on that Saturn ring stuff. Clones, that's kind of good. Oh, I think Bubby's coming up with something. Sidekicks? Sidekicks. I don't know, because that makes me sound like a superhero, and I'm not a superhero. Because, I see what you're going for, because, like, bounty hunters could have, like, a partner, but that's the thing, they're kind of like partner, not a sidekick. I like clones because it's obviously a reference, but it's distant enough. It's not like a made-up word like Padawan. It's distant enough to be its own thing, you know what I mean? What about troopers? There's troopers, that's a little bit more distant. Asteroids, androids, droids? Maybe just droids? What about droids? Because droids has become its own word now. It's not just a strictly Star Wars thing. It's like its own thing, droids. This is tough. The crew. Oh no. Oh no. If you guys are the crew, would that make you crewmates? 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 I don't think I want to call you guys crewmates, not gonna lie. Oh man. Among Us has taken enough innocent lives. Crewmates, Twilights. Someone's acting a little sussy on the ship, sir. No. 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 Frackin' call you guys the imposters. Oh my goodness, that would be the worst. Because there's a lot of words we could choose from. Clones is okay, but then that... Does that mean if I ever get drawn with a fan art of me and some of my fans, it'll just be a bunch of clones of me? Like, that'll be the canonical, like, fan? Gammas? Gammas. It has to be something related to sci-fi. Because Gamma sounds sci-fi, but it doesn't sound like it has anything to do with me, you know? Or bounty hunting. It's a good suggestion. Maybe for a robot. If I was a robot, that would be an amazing name for my fans. This is tough. Alphas or betas? In the Petersonian sense. Gamada. I'll just name you guys targets. How about that? Name you targets. Petersonian. Let me see here. Clones and troopers are kind of like at the top right now. Call us the homies. Nah, I can't do homies because homies is how you describe your troopers, you know what I mean? It's like Armada, but it's just Gamma in front. Gammada? If we were thinking in terms of a fleet, and I was the admiral of that fleet, that would still make you guys crew, and I don't want to do that. I think Troopers is going to come out in front of all this, because Troopers is distant enough and still sounds good and is on theme. You know what I mean? I think we're going to go with Troopers. Let me actually... I can make a poll. Let me make a poll. Straw poll. Let's see here. Fan name. I'm gonna do clones and troopers. All right. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay. So I'm creating the poll. And let me put that poll in the chat. Oh, hold on. Gonna put that poll in the chat any second now. Hunters. That's another good one. You know, we considered that one earlier, but I didn't even think to put it in the poll. Let me put that in the poll. Let me make it again. Fan name. We got hunters, troopers, and clones. All right, I have the poll. I need to figure out how to put stuff in the... No, that's not what I want. Alright. I am putting it in the poll now. There it is. Oh yeah, and the icon, while that's going on, the icon is the galaxy emoji. So whenever I, need to use an icon, it's always going to be the galaxy emoji, because I'm in space. I'm aboard my ship, the Twilight Saber, and I'm transmitting from space. I guess while we're doing this, I can talk to you guys about that. Let me see here. the so I grew up pretty normal. I voted and it said I was worth 0%. Bruh. That's that's weird. Try voting again, because I'm still showing a 0 on the poll. Let me know if y'all need me to post the poll again. If y'all aren't seeing it. But yeah, I grew up pretty normal, but I wanted to see the galaxy. Like, I wanted to see and travel the galaxy. Because who wouldn't? You know, if you have readily available galaxy-faring equipment, like, that's totally reasonable. Why wouldn't you want to travel the galaxy and see other worlds? Because Earth is pretty big. Imagine if you had 2 of those, though. Now imagine if you had 3. Now imagine if you had 30. Like, it starts to get insane. So, I chose to pick a job, bounty hunting in particular. I chose to pick a job that allowed me to do that, and I can also get paid. So that's nice. I am loving it. Yeah. Still waiting on the straw poll results. Let me know if I need to post it again. Seems like the poll doesn't work. It's weird. Well, I guess we'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Go ahead and type into the chat which y'all want. Do you want hunters, clones, or troopers? Go ahead and type it in the chat, whichever one you want. Oh, wait. I think I know why the poll didn't work. I think I accidentally closed it. But that's okay. Just go ahead and type into the chat what y'all want. Hunters, clones, or troopers? Day 1. Day 1 glitch, I guess. We need a patch. And you goofing! I've been goofing since day 1. But let us know which name should we go with, troopers, hunters, or clones? Let us know. We've got 3 votes right now. Right now it looks like hunters are winning. Hunters? Okay, that settles it. That's 3 votes for hunters. Hunters wins. Unless I suddenly get more people to vote. Hunters, oh yeah, hunters definitely wins. Cool. Sorry, Megan. I know you wanted troopers, but it looks like we're gonna have to go with hunters. Alright. So, this is the hashtag I'm also gonna use on Twitter. For the millions of people watching. Hunters is the hashtag this will be under. You can be a trooper, Megan. Yeah. Hashtag Hunters. Alright. That is our fan name. We've done it. Awesome. Ah. Man. I can't believe I get to finally say this, but it's I've finally done it. It's been done. I've gone through the whole debut stream. I've done it. Oh man, it's finally been done. Oh, this is great. I've been looking forward to this. Wow, I inadvertently made a reference. I've been looking forward to this. Oh man, it's so good to do this. It feels so great. Yes, we did it. It's been done. Yes. Oh, it feels so good to be back streaming because I've done it before and it's been a while. I'm just really glad. Oh, I'm sorry I haven't really been able to be here, but I really like the model dude. Can't wait to see what you've got planned in the future. Have a good day, Gruff. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Red. Really appreciate it. And don't worry about not being able to be on here during the whole stream. It ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would be. I didn't mean to go for an hour and a half. I thought this was just going to be an hour, but I got stuck on uh, some topics of video games and stuff. Oh man, but it feels just so good to sit in this chair and be streaming again, and all that goes with that, you know, talking to other people and stuff. It's only longer because you got things to say because you're based. Thank you so much. Oh man. But for those of you who have time, I think you'll be happy to know that it does not end here. The night is still young, and while this is the end of my debut stream, I'm going to go ahead and start on another stream, like in 30 minutes. And we're going to be playing a game that some of you might know about, and I think it's very fitting for it to be my first game that we're going to be playing, and that is going to be Star Wars Bounty Hunter. We're going to be playing Star Wars Bounty Hunter, and I just can't wait because that's a very fun game. You get to play as Jango Fett. Before he was in episode 2, you get to find out how he got to that place. And you get to go to different. It's basically like my phone's dying, Boba. You you get to find out, you know, where did Boba come from? How did he come to be? We're losing crap. Oh no. You get to go to different planets, collect bounties. It's basically the perfect game for me to start on, is what I'm saying. So, thank you guys so much for coming to my stream. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and start that very soon. I don't think I'm gonna take a 30-minute break. I just said that like just in case it ends up being 30 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that, and I hope to see you guys again very soon. Well, thank you guys so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. I need to make a proper end stream screen. See you guys later.